enjoyed it thus far, and I think this strategic planning process will really help us with your input, set us on a pathway to move forward and kind of give us a direction as to where we go for the next few years here in Enid. So let me tell you a little bit about what we've done thus far, and then we'll get into it. Enid Public Schools is charting a course for the future and asking for your input and the entire community's input to join us in that effort. The district is embarking, as I said, on a comprehensive strategic planning process designed to build awareness of 21st century demands and create shared beliefs, a vision, and core values for the school district. The process is entitled, as you'll see up here on the screen, Designing the Future Together, and will help us ensure that the district continues to meet the needs of all students, preparing them for college, career readiness, the workforce, and beyond. Now, the first step in this process happened today at noon, and Melody, who's over here to my right, I'll introduce you to her in just a minute, but she was our guest speaker at Rotary today at noon. And the second step is this community forum here tonight. Then, over the next several weeks, we will have a number of focus groups. We also have surveys and seek feedback and input from parents, students, teachers, administrators, business owners, and community members. The survey that I talked about, there will be an electronic survey open to the public that will start on January the 22nd and go through February the 4th. And then we will also put a very comprehensive, broad cross-section of folks together, roughly 35 to 40 people that will be representative of a number of groups across the community that will come together over a 2-day planning meeting. That's called a design team planning meeting that will come together on February the 6th and 7th. That's a Friday, Saturday for 2 days to discuss all of the ideas that have been put forth thus far, and then kind of narrow it down to a manageable number that the school district can then go to work on, and that group can kind of come to consensus on, and then we'll present an overall strategic plan to the school board sometime this spring. So let me tell you about our guest speaker tonight. Melody Pascal holds a master's degree in educational leadership and is currently pursuing a PhD in special education with a minor in educational leadership. She is a consultant with Engaged Learning, and our school district has entered into an agreement with Engaged Learning to help us with this strategic planning process. Melody is an accomplished and creative high-energy leader with over 27 years of experience in teaching, administration, and leadership. She has a results-oriented record of improving academic achievement, working with diverse groups, increasing parent and community involvement, implementing systems thinking, and providing a positive school and work environment. In her most recent position that she's in now, she's a consultant, as I said, with Engaged Learning. She facilitates the development of strategic plans for several districts. We were the first district in Oklahoma to enter into an agreement with Engaged Learning, and since then, 2 others have decided they are going to do that too, Yukon and Zapulpa. In the design process, Melody is responsible for leading the districts in developing belief statements, learner profiles, learner outcomes, and goals for the district, which include action plan development for all school district goals established through the process. And in addition, during that process, she facilitates district alignment with improvement plans. Her prior positions include Associate and Assistant Superintendent for Academic Services, Special Education and Federal Programs, Director, Principal for Elementary and Secondary Campuses, as well as a teacher for 10 years. Now, as Melody conducts her presentation tonight, I would like for you to be thinking about the areas in which you would like to see the school district move forward. Some possible topic areas might be as follows. Could be in the area of facility improvement, technology improvement, personnel, character education, curriculum, community involvement, might be budget finance, or many other topic areas that you might have in mind. So as she goes through her presentation, be thinking about that, and she'll be asking us questions as we go along. You've got a handout there in front of you that she'll kind of walk us through as she goes through her presentation. And as she finishes tonight, if you and the members at your table can just leave those documents that you write on and provide input on tonight, we will pick those up afterwards, and then we'll collect all those, and that'll be the starting process for all of the ideas that we then will narrow down and try to come to a overall strategic plan that the design team comes to consensus on. So, without further ado, I'll turn it over to Miss Melody Pascal.
Good evening. Oh, let's try that again. Good evening.
Good evening.
All right. So I'm going to try to do as little talking as possible and allow you guys an opportunity tonight to talk, because the purpose of today's meeting or tonight's meeting is, number one, to get you out on time. And then number two, more importantly, to make sure that we gather as much input as we can from you in order for your views to shape the plan for your students here in Enid. So very important for you to be open and honest with your team at your table. Everybody, if you don't know the people at your table, you're going to by the end of the evening. And so we want to make sure that you're visiting and talking. If you have not signed in, if you can do that and on the sign-in sheet that's placed at the table, so that we can possibly bug you for another piece of the process for the strategic planning. So we're going to jump right in. Hopefully the team that you're rooting for tonight will do better than the team that I was rooting for yesterday. Wonder who that was. So we want to get you out so you can get home, and I know a lot of you probably have students that have, or children that have homework also, so we want to make sure we get you out in order to do everything. So we're going to jump right in and start with the clicker not working. So we're going to jump in talking about what it is that education, the purpose of education. I want to talk to you a little bit about strategic planning and why. So if you're doing strategic planning and you are thinking, if you're thinking, why in the world are we doing this? Well, we want to find out your input on all of these things here tonight. So lots of questions that we want to get your input on, so again, that we can help your views shape your plans. So this is what strategic planning does. We take all of your roles and your resources and your systems, and we make sure they meet the purpose of what you want education to be for your students here at Enid.